Hello, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today we're here with our marketing strategist, Miss Terry Johnson, online everywhere, all the way from New York City. we
Hot
want
New
to
York City.
Hey, we want to give a shout out to my partner and friend, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. She's on the road today, but we just wish her well in all her endeavors. We want to thank everybody who may be listening in Clubhouse and those of you who are watching on the replay. In addition to that, we look forward to you participating in this conversation today because we all want to know how to do business better. And one of the ways we do business better is by getting the word out to all of those who love and care about us. I see Terry laughing because when I mentioned Clubhouse, she's like, oops, okay. All right. So we're going to get started shortly. She's setting up the Clubhouse, but we know that the subject today I want to share with you is all about, scroll down here and put it up for you, how to build consumer loyalty now. Oh my goodness. And while we're
Mhm.
doing that, I need to make sure that I have turned off all the dings and pings. Turned off. Okay, TJ, are we ready?
Yes, we are ready. And
Okay.
excuse Clubhouse. I always forget the Clubhouse. And when you said Clubhouse, all right. Welcome
Oh.
everybody to our discussion. Our weekly discussion about
Mhm.
digital marketing for business. And today's topic is how to build customer loyalty now. It's this is something that is important. It's a part of, I always talk about content marketing and this and that, but this customer loyalty has to do with the growth of your business in the long term. So we're going
Mhm.
to talk about some of those long term strategies. And also this, if you're starting out, you don't have customers, this is also about building an audience. Because I always say building the audience leads the relationships to build the customer base. So it's really about
Mhm.
building a customer base. So don't worry, oh, I don't have any customers. Well, you're going to get the customers.
Mhm.
But what you need to do once you get them is what we're going to talk about: customer loyalty. Um, so I always like to start off, what is customer loyalty? So here's the definition. Customer loyalty is an ongoing positive relationship between a customer and a business. It's what drives repeat business purchases and prompts existing customers to choose your company over competitor offering
Oh.
similar benefits. Okay, so let's talk about that. So customer loyalty is about building a relationship, and it leads to repeat purchases and prompts them to keep coming back to you because in this digital first world, there's opportunity for competitors, your competitions, to get in front of their eyes. Real easy now because we all got the smartphone, we using social media apps, businesses are running more and more ads. So that's a chance. So we're talking about, I always say don't set it and forget it. So with your audience and your customers, don't take them for granted. Don't set it and forget it. You're always building that relationship. Once you build it, you have to maintain it. That's, when people get married, what do they start doing first? We always talk about dating, right? So the dating is the part where they're getting to know each other, building the trust, building the loyalty, and then the marriage comes. If everything works ahead of time, then you still have to keep going. But a lot of people think, well, I'm married now, I don't have to do X, Y, Z, but you really do, because you're letting go of the trust if you don't. So does that make sense to everybody?
Absolutely makes sense. Um, I love comparing this whole thing to relationships because so
Hmm.
many times we do all the courting, but then
Right.
once we have obtained the objective, then all of the courting stops, and that's what got you there in the first place.
Right. So the people that have a more, it's been said or studies or whatever, the people that have a better relationship and better marriages are the ones that keep it going. They keep whatever it was in the beginning going. Because you see people that have been married like 70 years. And you're like, how do they do that? I think I'm trying to think of an example, but there's lots of examples. But that's the thing. How do they keep it going? Because people are like, we're in a microwave world where things is like, when it doesn't work, we just toss it to the side.
Yes,
get a new one.
Things are pretty disposable these days.
Yes. So when we're talking about customer loyalty, it's more about them buying from you one time. I think I've said this before. People search out that one sale. But as a business, you don't want the one sale. You want to make them happy, meet them where they are, give them what they need. See, all the time, because there's always an opportunity for a competitor to jump in there with a lower price or this or that. So you always have to be in the not convinced, but once you've got that first sale, it's like, okay, it's a little easier to keep them because you spend more money getting a new customer versus the money you spend keeping the ones you have.
Plus, you don't have to really go through the process of getting to know each other.
Right. That's why we use the dating and the marriage analogy, because once you're in there, you're this more of a maintenance kind of thing. Yes. Where you're still asking, is this working? Are we meeting our audience's needs, our customer needs? Are we meeting them? Are they happy? Customer service is a big part of that too. So how they feel when they ask you to solve a problem or an issue, how do you treat that? Do you treat that with anger? Do you treat that with anger, or do you treat that with, okay, let me nurture this relationship instead of treating it with anger? And Tachi's here. Good morning, Tachi.
Good morning, Doc.
Okay, so you want positive experiences. That's why we always talk about dating, because it leads to positive. It has to be positive experience on the first one to lead to the second one, right? So it's like a breadcrumb thing where it's like one step, the next, and the next. So if that level is successful, then you move on to the next. If that level isn't successful, then that's the end. You kind of break up, or things
trail off.
Right. You part ways in a sense. So that's why we always bring up dating and business, dating and getting a customer, getting a client. And it's really, and this applies product and service wise, because services is really, you're the product. So you really have to keep a level of, okay, am I constantly meeting the needs of my clients? And you'll see this if I've signed up for a lot of email. I'm on a lot of people's email lists because they'll have an ebook or something, and I'm like, oh, let me have that. So then I check out their emails after I get the book. The ones that reach out and say, hey, did you read the book? Did it meet your need? Respond to me. Those are the people that they're nurturing the relationship. They didn't just give the ebook and drop off. See? And then here we go again. I hear in the back of my head, people are like, well, that's work. But here's where automation come in. And I really don't like automation, but I like some things. In this case, email marketing. Once you set that up, there's a system in this called is DRIP, or automated messaging. So say in the case I just brought up, okay, somebody downloads a cheat sheet. And then you have this set up one time. It goes out for every person. So you don't have to constantly make messages for each person that downloads your PDF or your ebook or your check, whatever it is. It's set up in the email marketing system to go out. And then, like I said, you ask the question, hey, did you get a chance to read the ebook? Because a lot of people download ebooks and they don't read them. I'm one of them. I have tons of them. I mean to get to them. And when I'm searching for a file on my computer, I will come across one of the PDFs and go, oh, I got to read that. It's just a matter of time. But the thing is, you can ask them. So that's like a trigger to say, oh, right, I downloaded this ebook. Let me go and read it. And then if I have any questions, then, and a lot of people will say, respond to me in this email. And so you want to, and that's automatic. You can set that up automatic for each new person. Okay. So that's a part of the customer loyalty. It's all about the touch points. It's all about understanding the product, the brand. How does it meet the need? Are you giving good value? We always talk about that. And also putting a personal spin on it. You always want to put the personal spin on it. Okay. So before I move on, are there any questions about the loyalty, building the loyalty?
No, I think we're good. I mean, it's just like once you make a commitment to date a particular person, you're not all over the board either.
Mhm.
You're not easily
Mhm.
distracted. So,
Mhm.
once you build that relationship, it helps insulate your customer base from the competition
Right.
because they have a relationship with you.
Right. And also another thing that businesses will do for loyal, you heard of the loyalty program, right?
Absolutely.
Starbucks has it. Your grocery store has it. Who else? Restaurants have. If you come and you come a certain amount of times, you get a free this, or
gas stations, you get a free
right, gas.
award.
All of them.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about Starbucks because they have the digital first system where you can order on your phone. And you don't have to go to this, I'm gonna pass the Starbucks in 5 minutes. Then I can order it. And then once you do that, then you're in the loyalty program just by ordering. And everything's digital.
I didn't know that. They automatically put
They keep track, and Starbucks keep track of that because once when you use the app, you're signing up, you're creating an account.
Yes.
Another one I just used the other day was Wendy's. I haven't been to Wendy's in a long time, and I was like, well, I don't want to walk because I have to walk like a couple blocks, which is good for exercise. But I'm like, okay, I don't want to get there and then wait in line and blah 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 because it's next to the hospital and it's high traffic. So it's like they have an app. So I downloaded the app. I did everything through the app on the way there.
Pre-order.
And got there and just, they have a mobile section and you just wait for them to call your name and bloom, it's gone. You don't have to go to the key because they have kiosks now. So you go in the kiosk and put the card and all. I didn't want to do any of that. I wanted to pick up my phone, bloop, bloop, bloop. And in the app, they have discounts and point reward system. And, you get 200 points, you get a free fry or something like that.
Yes.
See, those are loyal. Those are also a part of the loyalty programs that will keep, and especially with fast food and like Starbucks and different things like that, you might want to use that because you pass the Starbucks every day and you're like, well, I could just boop, boop, boop in the app. Also, I think in Alexa, I remember something about in Alexa, you could set up a routine. And if you drive, you can tell it in the car, place my Starbucks order or something, and you just go drive up and get it. I think I was reading something about that. But see, this is, and also Amazon. Amazon has not their loyalty, but the ease of use with the new store where you just walk in and you don't have to stand in line and pay. Those are the kind of things that I don't like. I love something that's easy, simple, one touch, two touch, and go. Okay. But now, how does that apply to us small business? We don't have a Starbucks. We don't have a Wendy's. We're not a franchise. There's one app that you can use that does all of this stuff, and there's more things coming. Is Instagram. Instagram is more than just putting up pictures. They've got the shop feature. They've got you can tag your products. They got a one tap purchase. They have live shopping. And more is coming, I believe. So I think that app and TikTok too. TikTok has, the same kind of, they are encouraging e-commerce.
Okay.
Instead of just being social media posting what you have for lunch or, my birthday and this and that. Love it, but I don't go in for that. I'm saying that because I went into Facebook today and it was all happy birthday to me, happy birthday to my wife, happy birthday to my dog, I'm like, I'm not here for that. So that's why I never go on the Facebook app. always go in the Business Suite app, which is where I manage pages, but that's just a rant of mine. But when I go to Instagram, it's different. This is different because people, they're based on interest, or you can follow what you need to follow. If you want to buy something, it's easy to buy. It's going to get even easier. And that's one of the ways to build up your loyalty program on Instagram, because you can get them with the content to go to your shop to buy. Then you're getting them in your email list. I hope you are. Then you're doing the follow-up. So you can do the follow-up and then say, hey, I've got this, I just saw Tachi. I want to see what Tati says. She said, child, the next person I hear happy birthday to me on Facebook. Thank you. I love my family. My cousin's birthday today. Happy birthday. But it was just everybody. Like, happy birthday to my wife. I'm friends with you, but I'm not friends with you. It just clogs up my feed. So it's just a rant. Get sidetracked. So I always say social media, especially for us business owners, you have to be careful how you spend your time, because you can get sucked in, and that's 15-20 minutes gone where it's not productive. So you want to be productive. So Instagram is that app that's growing. I mean, there's influencers, business owners should, definitely, if you're not there, please get a handle there, because it's going to be one-stop shopping. You can build up loyalty there. You can create your own loyalty program by offering coupons. If your special customers, you reach out to them in the DM. That's your loyalty program, by sending them, hey, you're a special customer because whatever, whatever the wording. And then you say, hey, because you're a loyal customer, here's a code just for you. $5 off, 20%, whatever the discount. That's your loyalty program. Or if they, you tell them, hey, after you buy 5 items, you get a 6 free. And you can do all of that in Instagram. You don't need a program. You don't need some system. I got to buy this and that. No, Instagram. And I know we're not fans of Facebook, and it's part of Facebook world, but I believe that everything is going to business-wise, because, Facebook business, your pages, this thing going on with Facebook and Apple and the new iOS and, doing ads. Yes. Facebook is where you go to do your ad, but your business, I'm thinking, hey, Instagram, because that's where the attention is. Everything's growing. It's got all the tools you need to make your own loyalty program. I mean, you don't have to, punch out cards that say buy 10, you get the 11th free or something. You do that online, because that's where everything is digital first now. People have their phones. They're using their phones. They're on their phones for fun. You want to get in there and run an ad or two and say, hey, whatever it is to get the attention, and come on over here. And then you build the relationship, and then you create your own loyalty. Okay. Does everybody understand that one? That's a little bit about building customer loyalty. I have some charts and graphs in part 2. I love my numbers, because I feel like your numbers and your data, when you see it in concrete numbers, it just, it's math.
Solidifies things. Yeah.
It's math. You can't argue with math. Who's arguing with math? Math rules. There are rules. 1 + 1 is 2 all the time. So that's why I love the numbers and the data. So I have some stuff from MasterCard that they did a webinar, which was very interesting. And because MasterCard is, I've talked about them before. I'm going to talk about them again pre-pandemic. They are in customer experience industry. They're not financial. They're moving away from that, because they want to be more than a payment processor or a payment processing system that you use to buy things. They're moving into customer experience. So now, post-pandemic, hopefully, we're going to talk about the ways that people are going to continue to buy, because the desire to buy never went away, even through the pandemic. The desire to buy, did it go away?
No,
it was just that the foot traffic, people couldn't come to the things they wanted. The products and the services, virtual meetings and conferences, all of that came to us through the magic of technology. That's not going away. That's not going away. So we gotta, move forward. We've got to work on the systems and everything that we need to move forward. So we're going to talk more about this in a few minutes. So any questions or comments, or Terry, you want to put you always summarize it very well in like one sentence, and I love that.
I just want to say that, if you want to keep your customers and you want them to remain loyal, then nurture the relationship. Make sure that you don't stop after the dating process. If the dating process continues.
Yes.
Everybody likes to go out on a date once in a while. Nobody wants to be taken for granted. Don't take your customers for granted.
See, I know you were going to do it. Don't take your customers for granted.
Don't take your customers for granted.
That's it. That's it in a nutshell. But that, the ways that you do that, you may need some help or some ideas. And like I said, we're going to talk about Instagram. I feel like Instagram is going to be that tool for business owners more so. Remember,
now, I have a question. So if you haven't nurtured your Facebook, is that going to affect your Instagram situation?
Nope.
Okay, and do you still have to use Creator Studio for Instagram?
Okay, so this is the deal.
When they did Creator Studio, they just lost me. I was
okay, see, Creator Studio is for those who are, managing more pages and you use the desktop. There is a Creator Studio app. I haven't looked at it in a while, but I'm going to take a look at it. But they want you to do native things through the app. So with Instagram, go to Instagram, the app, and do everything in there. Okay. Because I don't think you can't make reels through Creator Studio. I think you can only do Instagram feed in the story.
Okay.
I have to double check, but you can't do everything in Creator Studio. And then Facebook is making it weird where you go to facebook.com and then you go to your page and you want to create a new
I just
post.
Can't figure it out.
It says create in Facebook or create in Creator Studio. It's just that do you want more? Do you want to work with Facebook and Instagram together? Then you go to Creator Studio. If you're just putting up a Facebook page, a post on your page, you can do it through facebook.com or on the app. Okay. It is confusing.
It's very confusing.
But see, that's why we're here.
Dr. Tachi says, yes, keep quoting the customers. That's right. Don't take me for granted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't take your audience, your customers for granted. Meet them where they are. Deliver what they need, and make sure you keep delivering it. Because there's always don't sit back and go, I got the customers, I got the clients. You still have to juggle, keep things going where you're keeping them satisfied.
Yep. So we want you to know, guys, that you can watch the second part of this over on the Biz Chicks Facebook group, or you can go to terryjohnsononline.live. You can go to her Facebook page. But the important thing is to make sure that we get the second half of this, because there's more to this story.
Yeah.
All right, guys. In the meantime, we want you to get ready to join her over there. And we look forward to hearing more, Terry.
Yes. There will be more.
Okay. So with that, I want to remind you that tomorrow is Wednesday. We'll be here with Coach Karen, Profits in Daily. Thursday, we'll be talking Happy Healthy Habits with Robin Shimizu and friends. And Friday, we'll be back with the Tech Divas to talk, to talk tech in English. In other words, in words that you can understand, uncomplicated. With that, Terry, we're going to all follow you over there to your Facebook page or to terryjohnsononline.live.
Yep.
Where we can get more information about how to build customer loyalty and maybe see some of those charts. Okay. All right, guys. And to all of you guys listening over there on Clubhouse, we want to say hey, and we want to thank those who are part of the replay gang. Meanwhile, I think we've got a comment before we go. Let's see. Oh, Carlos is here.
Hey, Carlos.
He says, I like counting. I like cookies, he says. Okay, well, we'll be talking about that too. So have a great day, and we'll see you at Terry Johnson Online everywhere in just a few minutes. Bye-bye, Terry. Thank you so much for dropping in and giving us these wonderful nuggets. Bye-bye.